Okay, so let us solve some examples on the method of undetermined coefficients. Right? We have seen this method, which is described in two cases. One is the standard undetermined coefficients method, and another one is modification rule, which you have to apply when your right hand side function, differential equations right hand side function, is involved somewhere in the complementary functions, complementary solution functions. So at that time, corresponding choice of yp has to be modified. So that is what the case 2, right? So we have seen these examples in the last class. Let us solve today this one, ninth one. Apply the method of undetermined coefficients to solve this equation. Right hand side. Yes. Yes, any question to any student? Okay, so in that case, the right hand side function you are given is, one function is e raised to 5x and another function you are given is sine 5x, right? So first of all, find out the complementary function and check whether that those functions are fall in the right hand side function category or not. If yes, then you have to modify it. Should I recall one example which we have done in the last class so that you can easily remember the flow? तो पहले अगर कोई भी डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन दिया हुआ होता है तो हम उसका ऑक्सिलरी इक्वेशन कंसीडर करते हैं. उसके बाद फ्रॉम द नेचर ऑफ द रूट्स we will write the complementary function. Then we will see those complementary functions are involved in the right hand side function or not. If not, then directly you can choose the particular integral from the table. If it is involving, then you have to modify it. So in this case, you can see that e raised to t, e raised to t, t square e raised to t, all these are already occurred in the right hand side function. So again, we have to modify it, means t cube, we have to multiply it with t. So t cube e raised to t into constant quantity will be choice. After that, consecutive derivatives you have to consider, then substitute it in the given differential equation. You are able to determine the constant quantities, and then you are able to write the general solution. So this is what the flow of the example. So try to solve these example. Ninth one, I am giving you 5 to 7 minutes to solve it, and tell me what you are getting its answer as. First of all, please verify your complementary function.
C1 e raised to 5x plus C2 e raised to minus 7x.
C1 e raised to 5x plus C2 e raised to 7x or minus 7x. Please check.
Minus 7x. Minus.
Yes, it is minus 7x. Correct. So e raised to 5x occur in the right hand side function. So you have to modify the corresponding choice, right? कैसे modify करना है वो solve करो, इसके बाद मैं आपको बताती हूँ. You try it by yourself, then I will consider the entire solution. What will be the choice of YP? After modification, modify करना पड़ेगा या नहीं करना पड़ेगा? Yes, anyone? And if you are
A,
yes,
ax e raised to 5x.
ax e raised to 5x, only that quantity. What about corresponds to this function?
There is no quantity sin x in a complementary function.
Yes, so what will be the choice now? Acha, please raise your hand. How many of you have a doubt about this choice of particular integral? Quickly raise your hand. There are only 6 students who have raised their hand. Means other students are clear about the choice. Then why you are not giving the answer? Okay, let me finish this part, then I will come to that portion. Okay, homogeneous part of 1 is d square plus 2d minus 35 y is equal to 0. Therefore, auxiliary equation is m square plus 2m minus 35 is equal to 0. So, two factors of it will be plus 7 minus 5. So, that one will give you two different roots, which is 5 and minus 7. Therefore, yc, which is the choice, which is the complementary function. So, e raised to 5x plus c2 e raised to minus 7x, right? तो ये हो गया equation number 2. C1 and C2 are constants. So now we have to come to the non-homogeneous part. To have the non-homogeneous part, let me consider this y1x as e raised to 5x and y2 of x as e raised to minus 7x. Okay, so what is r of x? So let me write it. R of x means it is given 12 e raised to 5x. Just a moment. Okay, so here, yeah, so it is 12 e raised to 5x and 37, 12 e raised to 5x and 37 sine 5x. So you can see that y1x is involved in these right hand side function. There is no e raised to minus 7x as well as there is no sine 5x in the complementary function. So we are just having problem related to this function corresponding this. Now we will modify it, but before modification, if the upper part is right now, ignore it, and if directly this function is given, then from the table what will be the corresponding particular integral? तो 12 e raised to 5x है, उसके corresponding आपको particular integral मिलेगा a into e raised to 5x. Now आफ्टर दैट कॉम्बिनेशन आपको अगर टेबल में से नहीं दिया हुआ है, फिर भी मैंने आप लोगों को टेबल के टाइम जब बताया था कि जब भी उसका कोई अलग कॉम्बिनेशन भी प्लस करके दिया हुआ होता है तो आपको उसका कॉम्बिनेशन एडिशन करके लिखना होता है. जस्ट वेट, लेट मी गो थ्रू द टेबल हियर. तो यहाँ पर तो कॉम्बिनेशन मल्टीप्लीकेशन में है, बट एडिशन में अगर आपको दिया है मीन्स दिस वन एंड हियर यू हैव द केस वेयर फर्स्ट टू कॉम्बिनेशन, तो इसका पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल प्लस जो भी दूसरा कॉम्बिनेशन आपको दिया है उसका पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल मीन्स दिस वन वी हैव टू कंसीडर. So here you are given sin 5x as the another function on right hand side. तो एक्सपोनेंशियल के करस्पॉन्डिंग ये पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल प्लस साइन के करस्पॉन्डिंग ये पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल आएगा. Since a is already involved in the first choice, so here we will change the role of constant quantities. So what it will be now? So you can see that ये जो 12 e raised to 5x है उसके corresponding from table we have written this choice. For this one, now since a is already used, so corresponding to this it will be b cos 5x plus c sin 5x. साइन एन एक्स होता है तो उसके साइन एन एक्स या कॉस एन एक्स होता है तो उसके करस्पॉन्डिंग चॉइस ऑफ पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल इज ए साइन एन एक्स प्लस बी साइन एन एक्स कॉस एन एक्स. और साइन और कोसाइन का ऑर्डर आप कांस्टेंट क्वांटिटीज के साथ इंटरचेंज कर सकते हो. तो इन दिस केस दिस वन विल बी द करस्पॉन्डिंग पर्टिकुलर चॉइस पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल चॉइस. राइट. अब जो e रेस टू 5x है वो ये फंक्शन के साथ इन्वॉल्व हो रहा है. तो what will be the change? तो we have to modify it to x into e raised to 5x. क्योंकि कौन सा एक ही फंक्शन है जो इन्वॉल्व हो रहा है तो it is e raised to 5x. तो इसको हम x से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. बाकी का as it is ही रहेगा because there is no sin 5x function involved in y1 and y2 category. तो this one will remain same, but since this is involved in right hand side function, so corresponding that choice has to be multiplied with x. So choice of yp will be in this case a x e raised to 5x plus b cos 5x plus c sin 5x. So now tell me, is this point clear to everyone? Please raise your hand now. वेरी गुड. अगर यहाँ पर कहीं पर कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री फंक्शन में साइन फंक्शन या साइन 5x फंक्शन अगर इन्वॉल्व होता तो उस केस में यहाँ x मल्टीप्लाई नहीं होता बल्कि यहाँ पर x मल्टीप्लाई होता. अगर 5x अगर हम नहीं है यहाँ पर ये मान ले सिर्फ साइन 5x इन्वॉल्व होता है कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री फंक्शन में तो दिस क्वांटिटी विल बी मल्टीप्लाई विथ x. राइट. सिंस e रेज टू 5x इज मल्टीप्लाई तो उसका जो पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल होगा दैट विल बी मल्टीप्लाई विथ x. तो इसके बाद अभी डेरिवेटिव्स फाइंड आउट कीजिए और कांस्टेंट क्वांटिटीज जो आपको ए बी सी मिल रहा है उसको सॉल्व कीजिए और टेल मी द आंसर. आई एम गिविंग यू 5 minutes. Yes, anyone having answers of constant quantities A, B, C? You have to be very careful in this derivatives, huh? You are still doing? You want some more time to complete it? Say yes or no at least.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me start with the derivatives at least. Yes. आंसर मिला किसी को? Okay, those who are not able to get it, please see to it over here. The simplification, you have to write each and every term uh, with the quantities which are involved in the previous step. Means here when I write 2 yp dash, so yp dash is involved over here, and you can see that yp dash involving the terms with x and exponential function, only exponential function, sine function and cosine function. So I will write the term of yp dash in the next line by multiplying it with 2 and the corresponding terms with the alignment of the yp double dash. So first I will write the x and e exponential function that is involved over here. So it is multiplying with 2, so 2 into 5, that is 10, plus sign a x e raised to 5x. Then the term involving only constant exponential function. So multiplying it with 2, so it will be plus 2a e raised to 5x. Then multiplying this with 2, so it is minus 10b sine 5x. Sine 5x is over here, so I will write it as minus 10b sine 5x, and then plus 10c cos 5x. So plus 10c cos 5x. Now let us consider the term of yp, which is multiplied with the minus 35. So minus 35 term involving x into exponential function. So minus 35a x into e raised to 5x. After that, 35b cos 5x. So cos quantity we have written it over here. So I will write it 35. It is with the negative sign. So I have to consider the negative sign. Minus 35 cos 5x with which constant? So it is b. Then minus 35c sine 5x. So minus 35c sine 5x. So this is what the left hand side is equal to 12 e raised to 5x plus 37 sine 5x we are given. So let us simplify this one. For the simplified form, I will write these bracket. So you can see that when simplifying it, you can see that this is 25 plus 10, 35. So this will cancel out with this one. Then it is 12a e raised to 5x as the simplification. After that, this is 35 minus sign minus 25. So it will be 60b. So minus 60b plus 10c with cosine function, and sine function if you observe, so it is plus minus 60c minus 10b sine 5x is equal to 12 e raised to 5x plus 37 sine 5x. So now you can compare both the sides. So e raised to 5x coefficient on right hand side is 12. On left hand side it is 12a. So 12a is equal to 12, which will give you a as 1. After that, 6 minus 60b plus 10c, which is coefficient of cos 5x. On right hand side, we don't have any term involving cos 5x, so that its coefficient we will consider as 0. So implies I can write c is equal to 6b, right? So this is what one relation. And after that, the third term is minus 60c minus 10b is equal to the corresponding coefficient of sine 5x on right hand side, that is 37. So simplify this to equation and tell me what is the final answer you will get. You can write here 60 into 6, the C answer is 6b. My minus sign I will consider to the right hand side. So it is 10b is equal to minus 37. So this is now 120, 360 plus 10. So it is 370b is equal to minus 37, implies b is equal to minus 1 upon 10. And if b is minus 1 upon 10, so therefore c is equal to 6b, which is 6 into minus 1 upon 10. So it will be minus 3 upon 5, right? So yp will be what? So yp we have considered a x e raised to 5x, b cos 5x plus c sin 5x. So I will write it over here. A, which is 1. So e raised to 5x into x plus b cos 5x. B is negative. So I will just consider minus 1 upon 10 cos 5x plus c sine 5x. C is also negative, that is minus 3 upon 5 sine 5x. Let me give this as 3. So from 2 and 3, general solution of 1 is given by. So it will be y is equal to yc plus yp, which is c1 e raised to 5x plus c2 e raised to minus 7x plus x e raised to 5x minus 1 upon 10 cos 5x minus 3 upon 5 sin 5x. So now everyone has clear-cut idea that how to modify the rule and how to consider the corresponding derivatives and how to find out the constant quantities. Please raise your hand. Because you have a doubt in the previous case, let me consider one more example. कौन सा example लेंगे? Just wait. This we have done it in the last class. Let us consider this one. 12. आप लोग try करना शुरू करो. Initial conditions are also given. So here it will be somehow the computations will be more in a number because initial conditions we are given. So we have to find out the corresponding constant values as well, right? So find out the constant values and the answer. You try to solve it. I am giving you 5 to 7 minutes. If you are not able to solve it, I will solve it for you. Any question, Sanket? What is YC you are getting?
E raised to 2x plus e raised to minus 2x.
C1 e raised to
Sorry.
2x, yeah, plus C2 e raised to minus 2x. This is what you are getting now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is correct one. चॉइस ऑफ वाईपी क्या होगा इस केस में? पहले तो राइट हैंड साइड फंक्शन है, उससे ही सिर्फ बताइए. मॉडिफाई उसको हम बाद में करेंगे, बट व्हाट विल बी चॉइस ऑफ वाईपी फ्रॉम दिस वन? नो प्रॉब्लम संकेत. चॉइस ऑफ वाईपी क्या होगा बताइए. अच्छा, ई रेज टू माइनस 2x के लिए चॉइस क्या होगा वो बताइए पहले.
A into e raised to 2x minus.
ए ई रेस टू माइनस टू एक्स, ये चॉइस होगा। ओके, और ये जो माइनस टू एक्स है उसके करस्पॉन्डिंग चॉइस क्या होगा? हाँ, यहाँ पर गड़बड़ी है। अच्छा, एक्स स्क्वायर, टू एक्स स्क्वायर या कुछ भी होता है तो हम क्या लेते हैं, उसको जनरलाइज पॉलिनोमियल लेते हैं, दैट इज ए एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस बी एक्स प्लस सी। अगर कोई कांस्टेंट क्वांटिटी है, लेट अस से 8 एक्स क्यूब है, तो हम लेंगे ए एक्स क्यूब प्लस बी एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस सी एक्स प्लस डी। मीन्स जो भी पावर दिया हुआ है वहां से स्टार्ट करके हम पूरे कांस्टेंट क्वांटिटी तक जाएंगे, राइट? तो यहाँ पर यू आर गिवन लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल ऑफ डिग्री 1, तो 2x इज गिवन माइनस 2x, तो उसके करस्पॉन्डिंग होगा ax प्लस b, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम दैट पावर गोइंग अप टू x रेज टू 0 विच इज अ कांस्टेंट क्वांटिटी। तो n पावर से लेके डिक्रीज करते करते आपको x रेज टू 0 तक जाना है। x रेज टू 0 इज कांस्टेंट 1 ओनली, तो कांस्टेंट क्वांटिटी ax प्लस b होगा। तो माइनस 2x के करस्पॉन्डिंग द choice of yp will be ax plus a is already taken, so I will consider this as bx plus c। तो पहले मॉडिफिकेशन चॉइस ये होगा। अभी नाउ यू कैन सी दैट e raised to minus 2x function involved in the complementary function, so corresponding this choice has to be modified, so it will be a x e raised to minus 2x plus bx plus c। so this is what the modification of particular choice of particular integral. Is it clear to everyone? Please raise your hand. Very good. Very good. ओके, तो आप डेरिवेटिव्स फाइंड आउट करो और उसके बाद जो कांस्टेंट क्वांटिटीज ए बी सी इन्वॉल्व हो रही है उसको सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करो। My screen is visible to you, no?
Yes.
Okay. Those who are not able to get it, I am solving it for you. जो लोग आगे सॉल्व कर रहे हैं वो प्रोसीड करें ताकि ए बी सी की वैल्यूज मिले, राइट? तो आई विल राइट हियर one I have not given, I will give it one. Together with it, I have to write down the initial conditions as well, which is y of 0, y dash of 0, 0. How many of you got the correct steps up to this one? Please raise your hand. Just verify with your steps and let me know how many of you got this correct derivatives. Okay, fine. किसी को वैल्यू मिल गई है एबीसी की?
Yes, ma'am.
What are the values you are getting?
A equals to minus 1 by 4.
Okay,
B equals to 1 by 2.
very good.
And C equals to 0.
Yes, these are the correct values. Go ahead. So you can write down the general solution and then you can implement the initial conditions. Okay. I will complete it over here. So it is 4ax e raised to minus 2x minus 4yp. So yp I have to multiply it with 4. So minus 4ax e raised to minus 2x minus 4bx minus 4c is equal to e raised to minus 2x minus 2x, right? So now you can see that this term will cancel out with this. So implies minus 4a e raised to minus 2x minus 4b x minus 4c is equal to e raised to minus 2x minus 2x. So by comparing both the sides, you can see that e raised to minus 2x coefficient is 1 on the right hand side. So minus 4a is equal to 1 and that one will give you a is minus 1 upon 4. After that, x coefficient is minus 2 on right hand side. On left hand side, it is minus 4b is equal to minus 2. So b is equal to 1 by 2. And there is no constant quantity involved on right hand side. Therefore, minus 4c is equal to 0. Hence, c is 0. So these are the constant values which you have determined from the undetermined coefficient method. So therefore yp is equal to, so now one by one we will substitute the values of a, b, c. So it is minus 1 upon 4 x e raised to minus 2x plus bx. So b is 1 by 2x plus c, c is 0. So this is what the particular integral. Let me give it equation number 3. So after having equation number 3, I can write from 2 and 3, the general solution of 1 is given by, so y is equal to yc plus yp, which is c1 e raised to, I have considered 2x with c1 or minus 2x, yeah, 2x first. So c1 e raised to 2x plus c2 e raised to minus 2x minus 1 upon 4x e raised to minus 2x plus 1 by 2x. So this is what the general solution we have. But in the question we are asked, we we are also given this initial conditions, y of 0 is 0, y dash of 0 is also 0. So first we will apply the condition 1, that is y of 0 is 0. So now y of 0 is 0 implies at x is equal to 0, y is also 0, right? So the corresponding change will be what? So left hand side, which is value of y, is 0. So when x we are going to put 0, so it is c1 e raised to 0 plus c2 e raised to 0. X is 0, x is 0. So these two terms will have answer 0. So this is what the relation we are obtained as C between C1 and C2, that is C1 is same as minus C2 or C2 is same as minus C1, right? Now the another condition we are given is y dash of 0 is 0. So for that we need to consider first the value of derivative of y. So I can write suppose this as 4. So from 4 y dash of x is equal to, तो क्या हो जाएगा? तो it is 2 c1 e raised to 2x plus minus sign will be there when we consider the derivative. तो minus 2 c2 e raised to minus 2x minus 1 by 4 derivative of x is 1 e raised to minus 2x minus, while considering the derivative of e raised to minus 2x, this one will be positive sign, x as it is e raised to minus 2x. So that 2 has to be considered over here. Minus minus plus because of this minus 2 in the multiplication, and plus 1 by 2 into 1 will be the derivative. So let us simplify this. So you can see that now I can substitute c2 as minus c1 or c1 as minus c2. So 2c1 e raised to 2x, c2 is minus c1, so this is plus c1 e raised to minus 2x minus 1 upon 4 e raised to minus 2x plus 1 by 2 x e raised to minus 2x plus 1 by 2. Now y dash of 0 is 0 means what? At x is equal to 0, y dash is also 0. So left hand side is 0. So it is 2c1 into e raised to 0 is 1 plus 2c1, that is 4c1, right? Minus 1 upon 4 into e raised to 0, 1 plus 0 plus 1 by 2. So simplify this, you will get the final answer of C1. What is C1?
Minus 1 by 16.
Minus 1 by 16. Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 4C1 is equal to 1 by 4 minus 1 upon 2. So this you can solve it, and C1 is 1 upon 16. And therefore C2, which is minus C1, will be minus 1 upon 16. So now you got the particular solution, right?
Ma'am, C1 will be minus 1 upon 16.
Okay. C1, that is the coefficient of e raised to 2x.
Yes, ma'am.
So in that case, C2 will be positive. So therefore, yes, it will be negative sign over here. Yes, so therefore, the particular solution of 1 is given by y of x is equal to c1 e raised to 2x, so minus 1 upon 16 e raised to 2x plus c2 e raised to minus 2x, और उसके बाद ये जो क्वांटिटी मिल रही है दिस वन minus 1 by 4x minus 1 upon 4x e raised to minus 2x, and then it is 1 by 2x with the positive sign. So this is what the final answer of the question we are asked. You can solve this further. If you see some of the reference book, then they might have given this expression in terms of the hyperbolic function. So that you can see, I can write this as 1 upon 8 into 2 e raised to minus sign if I consider common. So this is e raised to 2x minus e raised to minus 2x. Rest of the quantities are same. So in that case, this one will turns out to be the hyperbolic function. Which hyperbolic function it will be? Sine. E raised to, if you remember, e raised to ax minus e raised to minus ax upon 2. This is sine hyperbolic ax, and if it is with the positive sign, it is cos hyperbolic. So since it is negative sign, so this one will be the answer. So if they have some of the book or some of the reference have been given the answer in terms of hyperbolic, so that you can see from exponential function we can easily convert any quantity, any this kind of terms can be converted in terms of sine hyperbolic function or cos hyperbolic function. Is it clear to everyone? अनडिटरमाइंड कोएफिशिएंट मेथड अब क्लियर हो गया सबको इतने एग्जांपल्स के बाद? प्लीज रेज योर हैंड. Okay. Any doubt to any students? If not, then you can leave this meeting. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
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 Welcome.